You're not tired because you did too much. You're tired because your mind's been running laps around shit that hasn't even happened yet. Let's be honest. Overthinking isn't thinking. It's mental self-harm dressed up as caution. You sit there analyzing every move, overanalyzing every word someone said or didn't say, rehearsing conversations that will never happen, and then calling it being careful. No, you're not being careful. You're being stuck. And the scary part? You've made this your identity. You say, that's just how I am. I think too much. Like it's a personality trait. Like it's written in your DNA. But it's not. It's a decision you're making every damn day to live in your mind because you're too scared to live in your life. Let that sink in. When overthinking becomes who you are, every time you overthink a text before sending it, every time you run 10 scenarios before making one decision, every time you lay awake wondering if you're good enough, smart enough, worthy enough, you're feeding an identity. You've become the cautious one, the hesitant one, the quiet overanalyzer. You didn't build a personality, you built a prison. And here's the mindfuck. Your brain rewards it. Every time you play it safe, your brain says, nice job avoiding discomfort. Here's a little hit of relief. Dopamine. Fake peace. You feel better for a second, but long term, you feel like shit because you know deep down you're shrinking. You're not living. You're buffering. You're pausing life under the illusion of preparing for it. You think you need clarity, but you're actually avoiding responsibility. You say, I just need to think it through. No, you don't. You're not searching for clarity. You're searching for a way out of discomfort because clarity forces action, and action means risk. You think if you overthink long enough, the fear will disappear. But overthinking feeds the fear. It multiplies it. The more you think, the further you get from reality and the closer you move to paralysis. You're not trying to be wise. You're trying to be safe. You're not searching for answers. You're searching for guarantees. And guess what? There are no fucking guarantees. So now what? Sit and spin forever? Or act while you're still afraid? Overthinking is a lie that feels like truth. Overthinking feels like control, but it's actually anxiety in disguise. It's not logical. It's not productive. It's compulsive. And here's the dangerous part. The thoughts you repeat become your beliefs. You rehearse failure so many times you start believing it's inevitable. You imagine being rejected so often, you start thinking you're unlovable. You play out being misunderstood so often, you stop expressing yourself altogether. Overthinking trains your brain to expect the worst and then avoid trying. You're not cautious. You're convinced the worst will happen. And when you believe that, you don't move. You don't act. You don't change. You rot in your own mental loop. The real reason. You overthink and it's not what you think. You think overthinking is about being unsure. It's not. It's about distrust. Not distrust in the world, but distrust in yourself. You don't trust your decisions. You don't trust your feelings. You don't trust your ability to adapt if shit goes sideways. So instead of acting, you overthink. Because as long as you're stuck in your head, you don't have to risk being wrong. But what you're really doing is outsourcing your self-worth to circumstances. You're saying, I'll feel okay if this goes well. But how about this? You're still worthy even if it doesn't. That's what self-trust looks like. That's what real confidence feels like. And that's the shit no one teaches you. You don't need more thinking. You need more doing. Here's what nobody tells you. You don't stop overthinking by thinking better thoughts. You stop overthinking by acting through the noise. You say, I'm not sure. Cool. Still acting. I feel scared. Normal. Still acting. I might fail. You might. Still acting. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. Stop journaling about your goals and take a single step toward one. Stop rethinking your text and just hit send. Stop analyzing how to start and just start ugly. That's how you win. You don't defeat overthinking in your head. You drown it in movement. Building a new identity. How to shift out of the loop. You've spent years being the overthinker, the hesitant one, the quiet one, the stuck one. You've built your personality around your fears, around your anxiety, around your trauma. But what if none of that is actually you? What if it's just who you became because you didn't know how to cope? You can change that, not by trying to fix overthinking, but by becoming someone who acts. Identity doesn't change through more thinking. It changes through action. Act like someone who trusts themselves. Speak like someone who knows their voice matters. Move like someone who doesn't need guarantees. And here's the catch. You do it before you believe it. You do it while you're still scared. Because you don't become confident first. You act your way into confidence. You should have liked this video by now. Aren't you enjoying? Your thoughts are not facts. Disobey your brain. Your brain is lazy. It doesn't care about your dreams. It cares about your survival. So the moment you try to do something uncertain or risky or new, it throws thoughts at you like, what if you fail? What if they laugh? What if you're not good enough? Those aren't warnings. They're echoes, old fears, old pain, old programming. So disobey your brain. Don't fight the thoughts. Don't believe them either. Observe them, acknowledge them, and then act anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving with it in your pocket. You can walk with fear and still make shit happen. That's what it means to grow. The cost of staying in your head. Every time you overthink, you're stealing from your future. That text you didn't send could have been a connection. That idea you didn't act on could have changed your life. That risk you didn't take could have set you free. But you let fear win. Again, overthinking doesn't just steal time. It steals your future self. The you who's bold, clear, grounded, alive. That version of you is on the other side of movement, and you're letting mental loops keep you from meeting them. Is that really the life you want? You're not broken. You're undisciplined. You're not broken. You're not doomed to be an overthinker forever. But you are undisciplined. You've trained your brain to loop instead of leap. You've built comfort in indecision and panic in action. You've created a lifestyle that rewards hesitation and punishes momentum. And now, you have to retrain it all. You don't need healing before acting. You need discipline while healing. You need to act even when the noise is loud. You need to move even when the fear is sharp. Because no amount of thinking will change your life. Only fucking doing will. So here's the challenge. Start acting like someone who no longer overthinks. Not tomorrow. Not when it's perfect. Not when you feel ready. Now, if this video hit something deep in you, good. That means you're waking up. Follow this channel if you're done being mentally stuck. If you're ready to build the version of yourself who acts, even when the fear is loud. And do well to watch my previous video where I talked about how precious the fucks you give her are and how to use them. You've overthought your way into misery. Now it's time to act your way into freedom. Let's go.